So you're thinking about moving down here to South Florida? Well, in today's video, I'm going to compare two different communities that are located here in Lake Worth. Lake Worth is a town in Palm Beach County, Florida. It's a beautiful little area. I'm going to be comparing Isola with Isola Estates. So stick around to the end because I'm going to be comparing the two and giving you the top 3 pros and cons of each one. So we're going to get after it right after this. Hey, welcome to Florida Coast Homes and Lifestyles. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. If it's your first time to this channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about living down here near the Florida coast and cool little towns like Lake Worth and Lake Worth West, then do me a favor, just subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications. That way you are notified every single time I drop a new video. My name is Vinnie with the Florida Coast Home Teams. Me and my team get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single week who are looking to make a transition down here and start living their Florida dream, and we love it. So whether you're looking to move next week, next month, or even next year, just give us a call or shoot me a text. That's the fastest and easiest way for us to get in touch with you or for you to get in touch with us. We would love to be your resource of choice down here as we're looking at South Florida. So as I was saying in my intro, yes, we are comparing two different amazing communities, Isola and Isola Estates. They were both built in 2003 by the Anska Development Corporation. They are fantastic. We're going to start off here in Isola Estates where the homes are a little bit larger. There's 209 homes in this community, and of those homes there are 143 of them that have water views. It has 6 lakes. It has an amazing recreational facility, pool, tennis courts, basketball courts, kiddie park, kiddie pool, everything that you would ever want in a community. These homes are oversized. They start at about 2,700 square feet. They go all the way up to about 5,400 square feet with 5-bedroom and 6-bedroom options. And recent sales have put them at about $1.3 million. So let's take a ride through the community so you can take a look for yourself. You know, walking down these streets, it's really quiet. This Isola Estates community is really a nice and quiet community. The homes behind me, like this one right here, are the larger 5,400 square foot models. A 3-car garage offered here as well. They have just amazing views. The roominess inside them are spectacular with the high ceilings. Now remember that this community was built by Anska Homes, and it also created the other one that we're comparing this community to, Isola. And so the craftsmanship of them is said to be like no other. Now remember, these communities were made in 2003, and so you're about at that 20-year mark. So one of the things that you want to pay attention to, of course, are going to be the age of the roof, the age of the HVAC, if the windows are original or if they have been replaced by, you know, impact windows. So make sure that you look into everything like that when you're looking to buy a house over here. One of the really cool things about these 6 lakes that are here in Isola Estates is that some are larger than others. And so the ones that are larger, like this one behind me, just has amazing views. And these properties here are oversized lots. A lot of these homes are 5,400 square foot, 5-bedroom, 6-bedroom options. They have a pool and they have a view that's just never going to go away. Some of the amenities here in Isola Estates are, of course, the beautiful recreational pool area. It has its own hot tub as well. Inside this This building behind me is the recreational facility. They actually have a room that you can rent out if you're having a private party. It also has a gym that's fully packed with any machines that you want to use to do all the exercises that you want to do. And of course, over here it has the kiddie pool for the little ones, all with a spectacular lake view that's here behind me. This is an amazing place to come and enjoy the South Florida sunshine. All right, so I got a little bit more than what I expected inside this recreational facility. It has an amazing gym with every machine that you would ever really want. It also has a ping pong room, so if you want to go in and you want to play ping pong with your friends, totally cool. Had that option here, as well as a billiard room with a pool table, some sticks, and it looked like it had a very nice felt and a great layout. So you're going to be able to go shoot pool as well. That library is spectacular if you want to come down and you want to study, or maybe you work off of your laptop and sometimes you just need to get out of your house because the kids are driving you nuts or they're just making too much noise. Then you could do that down here in the library and study area as well. So a spectacular recreational facility that you have as included in the amenities here in Isola Bella Estates. Okay, so now that we've finished up our tour of Isola Bella Estates, we're going to drive down the road just a little bit to the east, and we're going to stop off at Isola Bella, and I'm going to take you on a quick tour of this. One thing I want to mention and make sure that you guys understand about both of these communities is that they have a very Mediterranean feel in the landscape and in the style of homes, in the way that they've been designed and all that. Anska Homes did a great job of capturing that. Isola Bella means beautiful island. And it's both of these communities are kind of modeled after the Isola Bella in Italy. So that's why it's got that Mediterranean feel. So some differences here are that Isola Bella is a bigger community than Isola Bella Estates. This community actually has 340 homes. Of those homes, 202 of them have a water view. It has 6 lakes, 5 of which are just ginormous, and 1 of which is tiny. And so on those huge lakes, you're gonna have a spectacular water view, as I mentioned later on in the video. The recreational center, I took a quick tour for that, and you're gonna have a good look at that. And we'll go ahead and we'll ride through this neighborhood, and we'll see what you think, and we'll compare them both. Figured while we're in the neighborhood, we would take a look at one of the properties that is on the market right here. This one is for just over $600,000. It's a beautiful little property, and I'm going to take you on a quick tour right now.
As you enter into the property, the first thing that you notice are the high ceilings and how it feels very open and spacious. This property is a 2,300 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, single-story property. All of the archways are curved, sticking with that Mediterranean feel and theme of the entire community. Nice open kitchen to a family living area with a beautiful view of the entire lake, going out your sliding glass doors onto your paved backyard. Over here is the master, coming in out of the big windows. Spectacular view. Plenty of room for pool, fire pit, barbecue, anything you need to put in your own backyard. This master closet has double entry into a massive closet space big enough for 2 people, maybe, depends. mixture of carpet and tile for the flooring. This property definitely needs to be updated just a little bit.
So I hope you enjoyed that quick little tour of this single story, 2,300 square foot, 4-bedroom and 3-bath home on the lake and poolside. The paved backyard is amazing, and it's also a canvas for however creative you want to be. As I mentioned, plenty of room for a pool, hot tub, built-in barbecue, and all of it while you're looking out over your amazing lake. Going to compare what's going on with the recreational center and the pool from Isola Bella Estates to Isola Bella. Let's take a quick look. I have a feeling it's almost as though it's a cookie cutter in resemblance and almost the exact same layout from one to the other, but let's take a quick look and see. As you can see, it decided to start raining. Welcome to sunny South Florida. This pool area is quite a bit like Isola Bella Estates. It definitely has the splash pad kiddie pool over here, has the basketball court, has the tennis courts over there behind us, along with a really nice play area for the kids and some swing sets, which is a little bit different than Isola Bella Estates. So as I continue to go through here, we're gonna try to get into the library, the study room, take a look at the gym and all that. So come on, let's take a quick look. Okay, so having a look in there is very, very nice, spectacular. The downside is it does not have a separate ping pong room. It does not have a separate billiard room with a pool table for you to shoot pool on. It does have, on the plus side though, its own designated area for yoga with the yoga mats and the one bicycle that was in there to work out on. The view here as well is a little less spectacular because you don't have that beautiful lake view that you do over in Isola Bella Estates. You have the basketball courts and the tennis courts. And then of course over here on this side, you have the pool area. So, so some pluses and minuses to both, and really just kind of have to see what you want and decide for yourself, I guess. Okay, so I started to stop here really quickly and do a quick tour of one of the lakes like I did in Isola Bella Estates, and just show you. Now remember, these properties here all have a spectacular view. They all have oversized lots. Many of them have pools with hot tubs or with water features on them, and this view will never go away. The serenity, once that sun is going down and you have those pinks and those orange colors coming across the clouds, setting across this beautiful lake, it's definitely a spectacular sight for you to enjoy, and that's one of the huge benefits to both communities, Isola Bella and Isola Bella Estates. All right, well, thanks a lot for staying to the end. I really appreciate you taking this tour. And on Isola Bella versus Isola Bella Estates, it's kind of gonna come down to what you really want to do. I took a tour of the property in there that you saw, and that one's priced at about $629,000. The recent sales prices here are roughly around the $700,000 to under $800,000 mark, whereas the sales prices over in Isola Bella Estates have recently been up to the 1.3 million. So honestly, for more bang for your buck, you're gonna definitely want to purchase here in Isola Bella, unless you really want the extravagance and the bouginess of Isola Bella Estates. It just depends on what is best for you and for your family. So here are the three pros of both communities. A-rated schools. Both of these communities are zoned for Amenity Elementary, Krista McAuliffe Middle School, and Park Vista High School. All three of them are spectacular. Along with those A-rated schools, like what's behind me, is a gazebo that buses will come and pick your kids up. So when it does start raining, as it often does down here in South Florida, your kids can be standing underneath the gazebo waiting on the bus to take them to school. Another plus for these two communities is that the accessibility is fantastic. You're right on Hypoluxo. You're able to get to US 441 and head north or south very quickly. You're able to drive straight down Hypoluxo and get to the beach within about 20 to 25 minutes, and of course get to either the turnpike or the I-95 very quickly as well. So travel time from here to anywhere in the state is roughly about the same. And the third pro to either one of these communities, of course, is the livability. Publix is right down the road, along with your banking, along with, if you want to take a little bit further drive down, there's plenty of restaurants and shops. It's not that far of a drive up to the Wellington Mall. So all of it and everything that you ever really want or need in a community are definitely going to be within just 15 to 20-minute drive. All right, so let's talk about the cons real quick, okay? And for me, the number one biggest con is going to be that these properties were built in 2003, 2004, 2005. So with the age of the roof and with the age of the windows, you're going to be dealing with a higher cost in your property insurance, in your homeowner's insurance is going to be up, and you may even have to replace the roof before you can get a policy of homeowner's insurance. So that's going to be the biggest and number one con for me out of these two communities. Now, the second con for me in these two communities is going to be the HOA. Now, when you buy into a home that's gated, and especially guard gated, you're going to have an HOA, homeowners association, and they're going to dictate exactly what you can and cannot do with your property, what kind of vehicles that you can actually park in your driveway, and the fees fluctuate depending on what the vote is. So remember that. These are both HOA communities, and actually both have what's called a capital contribution when you purchase a home inside of the property. If you don't know what a capital contribution is, I'll do another video on that one. So that is going to be my second con for both of these communities. All right, the third and final con for both of these communities is going to be your property taxes. Now remember, your property taxes are based off of the purchase price of the home, and they're usually about 1.8% of the purchase price of the home. So you're looking at some of the houses that recently sold at Isola Bella Estates, where your tax bill is about $11,000 to $12,000 per year. So that's an extra $1,000 a month that you're paying towards your tax bill. The property taxes here in Isola Bella are not quite as high, but you see some in here with about a $7,000 to an $8,000 per year tax bill. So that's going to be the third con for here. All right, listen, I appreciate you taking this time and taking this tour with me. And remember, my name is Vinnie. I'm with the Florida Coast Home Team. I look forward to being a resource of choice for you. If it is your first time to this channel, or if you haven't subscribed yet, just tap the bell for notifications and subscribe below, so that way every time I drop a new video, you are notified. I look forward to helping you and your family move down here and start living your Florida dream.